Welcome to this episode of Basement with me and Soft Boy. Soft Boy, you welcome today.
Thank you, bro.
Charlie, today our analysis be simple and Charlie. We did one for the Nigerian
Yeah,
and
that's
we need to do one for the
yeah,
Ghana industry as well.
yeah,
Actually, these are, I think, how many categories? Six categories that we have here, presented with artists
yeah,
who have achieved or who have gotten a great milestone. So
yeah,
we have put them here. Some artists are not here, and that doesn't mean that maybe they are not good or something. They
yeah,
are actually, when we are picking top three,
yeah,
they will be top 4, 5,
yeah,
but then we have to put them here. We have the GOATs, the legends, the world
world
class,
class.
iconic artists, and the great artists.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Ghana, our industry, our top three artists that we know
Mm-hmm.
with the likes of Sarkodie,
Mm-hmm.
Stonebwoy, and Shatawale.
Yeah.
Are they greatest of all time?
Great. Yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah,
question. Are they greatest of all time?
yeah. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I won't drag this. They are the greatest of all time. When it has to do with the Ghana music industry, the Ghana musical frame and everything, you can't say without mentioning Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, and Shatawale. They are our godfathers. They are
When you say Godfathers,
yes,
they are still banging. Like they are
yes,
still,
they are our godfathers.
Mhm,
The reason why I say godfathers,
mhm.
I feel like they are old, although they are still top G's, but
Okay.
they've been in the industry for a long time. That right now we see them as not like we don't just see them. You don't just like see them as like icons. We see them as fathers because
Yeah.
Stonebwoy made a tweet. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I saw it earlier this morning, and he was congratulating Molly
Oh,
Shake
yeah,
It to the
yeah.
Max because Billboard has recognized her for Afro dancehall, and he's feeling happy because he was the one I introduced it.
Okay.
So you get this right now. I see them as godfathers because they like set a certain standard, a certain
For
path
others to
that's
follow.
yes, that's so I won't call them as fathers. I call them like godfathers because when it has to do with rap, from the OGs, from the when Sarkodie took over,
Yeah.
he has inspired a lot of
Of
rappers. There are a lot of rappers that have tried to copy him. There are a lot of rappers that tried to compete with him, and there are a lot of rappers that even if he didn't train them or bring them out, he really inspired them. Someone like
Yeah.
Kuku Smoke, he always says that if somebody talks about Sarkodie, there's life in that. He would fight to death
For that.
so Sarkodie is a godfather. I see him as a godfather. Stonebwoy is a godfather because he has really inspired a lot of dancehall, Afro dancehall, a lot of movements. After Samini dropped, or let me say, left his mantle, Stonebwoy has really carried it. And when it has to do with Shatawale too, he also has given a lot of influence, a lot of yeah. I feel he's good.
So they are three.
They are three.
They are
They're
three.
supposed to be four.
I
feel
think
like-
now, just now, they're supposed to be
Yeah,
four.
no, I feel like when
I think you are trying to the other day with the Nigerians artist
yeah,
with the Burna Boy, Davido, and Wizkid.
yeah.
You opted that we should
To
add
add
another
Rema.
one,
Yeah.
which is Rema.
Yeah.
Which one do you think you should add?
So this one, I don't really know an artist, but from my POV, Sarkodie is the goat. But he's a goat when it has to do with rap.
Okay.
Good. And now when you go to Stonebwoy, he's also the goat, but his goat style is more of Afro dancehall and dancehall. Now when we go to Shatawale, he too is the goat. But he's also more like, let me say, dancehall and that kind of style. At Ghana, we are the originators of Afrobeat. We are the originators of Afrobeat, and we right now one of the biggest genres that is actually in Ghana or trending is Afrobeat, Afrofusion. But there is no goat here that can
stands
stand for Afrobeat.
Okay.
So I don't know any artist I can mention his name off head, but I feel like there is a space for Afrobeat there. There's an Afrobeat goat. I would have mentioned Kelvin Boy, but Kelvin Boy,
This guy, you see why I'm laughing? Because he's actually not part of this whole
yes,
list.
I
And
can't see him on the
wondering
list.
why.
Yes, so I said I would have mentioned Kelvin Boy, but Kelvin Boy, he started as Afrobeat. Then he got to a point he started trying to do like high life. I don't know. It's like he wanted to drift and started doing high
Yeah.
life, like this kind of live band, high life
Music
kind of
and all that,
level.
yeah.
And he, I don't know, but for my
Do you
POV,
think he switched or
yeah, he switched, and
I
even at
think
a
he
point
was
he
he
even
was
faded out.
engineering the fact that they should include Afrobeat
Yeah.
into even TGMA as at now,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
TGMA
yeah.
into their scheme, and no one was listening to them.
Yes.
It got to a time, this girl joined, the one who said Ghana should wake up all the time.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
the Shay joined,
Shay.
the campaigning,
Yeah.
and later on, as when the Shay joined, there
Yeah.
was a song, Kelvin Boy
Yeah.
and when the
Shay,
Shay, they
yeah,
all made
yeah.
Afrobeat song on that year.
Yeah.
But then they nominated when the Shay song without Kelvin Boy song,
Yeah.
and it brought some kind of banter
Yeah.
between them and
So
all that.
that's one of the things. I feel like there's space for now.
Mhm.
For now, the only person I see potent, I feel the person is King Promise,
King Promise.
because
King
looking
Promise.
from
King Promise.
his beginning,
Yeah.
he has been giving us good Afrobeat sounds,
Since
and
then.
even as the point whereby he has already won as artist of the year.
Yeah.
I feel like he's potent, although I can't put him on the same seat with Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
I can't put him on the same seat with Sarkodie or Shatawale.
Do you,
He's
think,
still,
do you think it comes with the number of years you've come into the industry
yes, to be the GOAT.
to be the GOAT?
To be the GOAT is not only
That's
about,
why we were not able to include
yes,
King Promise.
yes. Because to be the GOAT is not only about how good you are.
Okay.
It's about how consistent and how consistent you've been in the industry and relevant you've been in the
Yeah.
industry. Sarkodie has never faded out. There have been moments where he has chilled out, but anytime Sarkodie is on the mic, you know it's Sarkodie. And he has worked out a lot of collaborations. There is no year that you be like, oh, this year, although there was this time here Manifest were trying to, but the people's people is Sarkodie. Sarkodie has been there. My mom doesn't know Manifest, but
Yeah.
my mom knows Sarkodie.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that they don't even know Manifest unless you are like a music lover, like
Yes,
you are a
before,
entertaining
yeah.
person. But Sarkodie, even a kid knows Sarkodie. You get it. Stonebwoy, Shatawale, but it's so sad. That is also why I always say that when it has to do with Afrobeat, Nigeria is taking over it.
Oh, yeah.
It's really taking over it because we are the originators of Afrobeat. But when you're calling the goods, you're calling about like pioneers in Afrobeat. There is nobody we can really call and say like this person have been doing good, authentic, worldwide, record breaking Afrobeat from OGs until now. It's only, I feel like, but there's a lot of future.
Are we internationally appeal when we took our top three?
When it has to do with Afrobeat,
Not Afrobeat only,
Okay.
but our top three over
Yeah.
there. Do you think they actually stand for international
The only
compared
person-
to Nigeria?
the only person I can see here is Stonebwoy. Sarkodie do not really have international audience.
Is it because of his genre?
Not because of his genre, but I feel like I don't want to use some words, but I feel like he's relaxed. From me,
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
he's relaxed. He knows he's good. He know he's strong. So he doesn't really. I feel like
Want
he
to
doesn't
push
looking
more.
looking at the effort Stonebwoy puts in his work, the kind of collaboration, the kind of tours, he doesn't sit at one place.
Yeah.
Today you see Stonebwoy here in Jamaica.
You see, Ghana too, we kind of ridicule our artists
Yeah.
in terms of trying to grow your fan base
Yeah,
or
yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
Stonebwoy now will go to maybe UK and go and play a show,
Yeah.
and probably will get about, even at the back, right, will get not less than 500, 200 people
You
coming.
get it, yeah.
But in the rap scene,
Yeah.
maybe Sarkodie will go with the same angle and
Yeah.
probably will not get even 100 people coming.
You see, I went for an interview at Onia FM and they asked me why was I doing Afrobeat, and I was like, I do Afrobeat because I like Afrobeat, and also I feel like it's one of the genres that it's easily to circulate.
Okay.
Like the same efforts that I put in Afrobeat, if somebody does rap and the person puts the same efforts in it, the person will have to put like times 2 or times 3 of my efforts to get where I am.
Yeah.
You get it? So Sarkodie has chosen to do Afrobeat, to do rap. So he knows what it has to take. Like he knows, and I feel like at this point he has everything he needs to do that if he wants to. You get it? He know doing rap in the musical circle, musical industry, it's difficult. It's not like your sound is not good, but to make it stick in the head of people for years, they will like you. They know you are good, but for you to get to that kind of audience, people to like cry over you and
So
all
you
that.
feel Sarkodie has
Is
been
relaxed.
relaxed.
Yes, that is it. Because looking at how Stonebwoy his efforts, and Charlie Sarkodie is not doing much. There was a certain post about Stonebwoy. I think he was in the street of UK or so,
Yeah,
and there was this
yeah.
DJ level. They were laughing at him, but he didn't really mind. He was still doing. Do you think Sarkodie will do that? Do you think Sarkodie will go on the
I
streets?
also feel like rap is a vibe.
Yeah.
Which with the street kind of thing that you were mentioning,
Yeah.
if you see Sarkodie in a street like that, giving that kind of vibe, people will actually jump.
Yes,
to
but
it.
he wouldn't.
You see, people will actually jump. To
He wouldn't. That's the thing. Sarkodie wouldn't. Sarkodie has. I feel like he's good, and but I feel like he has set his seats up high, like very up high. He's not easily to reach. You see this kind of let's bring it down to this normal SHS SRC programs, and it is very easy to see Stonebwoy in any of this, but it's very difficult to see an SRC program and Sarkodie is on it.
Unless maybe it's a project that he himself is doing.
Good. So as I'm saying, I feel like he's just relaxed. It's not like he can't. If Sarkodie says he wants to do SRC tours or SRCs, people would run over it, because who doesn't like Sarkodie?
Yes.
But he wouldn't do it. You see this, Stonebwoy can release a song and he'll even do club tour. He'll be going from clubs to club and all that. It's not that Stonebwoy doesn't have the audience, but he's trying to get into the hearts of people.
All the time.
So Sarkodie would not do it. If you say Sarkodie, it's maybe a very like a minister, a big person, then he's holding his wine glass, and you get it. He has set his seats up high. So I feel like.
So you think Sarkodie has not gotten to the Gen Z kind of vibe?
Not really. We respect him, but we don't. Yeah.
But he's living that kind of era for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That I would see him as a godfather, because his feelings there. He has what he has, so he's okay. He doesn't really. He's not doing anything to entertain us. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and we are okay with it. So when he has to do with international audience, like the way Rema is always in clubs, is always on the streets, how Black Sharif is out there, how Shatawale doesn't even, let me say Stonebwoy, because Ghana here, the only artist I see really putting more effort in his craft is Stonebwoy. Aside him right now, Black Sharif is also topping up. He's really going on tours, really putting in effort. I even saw a tweet about him saying about the TGM that he doesn't really even he doesn't really care about the nomination. He's concerned about his album that is out there. You see, like, these are people that you can say they are really putting effort in their craft. Black Sharif already has audience. He already has the numbers. He could have relaxed and still the album would have gone far, and he have still won his TGM if he wanted. But he made it clear